I've been on a bit of an adventure today. I decided that this would be a good place to start digging for more materials. I found my way into what looked like an abandoned mine of some kind, and lost my sense of direction immediately. I found some lapis, as well as a chest with several things, including a book. It seems to be about the redstone. I'll definitely read that later. Later on, I found part of the mine was connected to a cave, and it seemed somewhat busy in that area, so I decided to explore further into the cave. Then I dug even deeper. I heard a strange sound. I'm sure it's nothing important. Further down, the stone was more compressed, tougher to break and darker. This slate is beautiful. After some point, digging any further down became impossible. The rock so compressed it seemed entirely unbreakable. At that deepest level, I began mining in a straight line, and I made as much space in my inventory as I could for that beautiful deep slate. There were other resources down there. Including redstone, the final material mentioned in the book about ores that I had yet to obtain. It was something. I had a quick look at it, how it spreads and clumps, how it sparkles in the light. The lapis, too. Such vibrant colours, compared to the walls around me, down there. I thought I heard another sound, but I might have imagined it. Still, I suddenly realised what a cramped tunnel I'd dug for myself. But it was alright. I kept it safe and bright with torches. So I pressed on. After a close call with some lava, I decided to turn a corner. There was a lot more redstone dust to be found, among other things. I needed to compact some of it into blocks just to carry it all. It's fine. I also smelted the unprocessed iron I was carrying, since I had already smelted some earlier when I made my armour. My pockets were getting quite full. And then, surely it was my imagination. Not the sound, of course, that was real, but the feeling it seemed to carry, like a yearning, twisted nostalgia, but not quite. I was just getting tired after so much work, surely. I found a few more diamonds down there, as well as a lot more redstone. Then I decided it was time to go home. Time to put away all my new items, including this name tag, which I could use to name one of the cats, but I think I'd rather wait until I find a second one, so that I can name them both at the same time. if I can even think of names for them. Now, it's time to look at that redstone book. And the redstone itself, of course. There's some good space up on this hill. If we just clear the grass. Stand back, please. Look at this stuff. Gosh, it really is a bit like... yes. Where does the power of a compressed redstone dust block come from? Why does redstone ore light up under the slightest pressure? That's right, it did. The first book didn't mention that, did it? Why does a small clump of redstone pressed into the end of a stick produce just as much power for nearby dust as an entire compressed block? How does the same amount of power also come from a button or lever made entirely of stone and or wood fragments with no dust involved? Okay, let's see... Yes, these two lines are just as bright at the source. And... okay, interesting. Why is it that a redstone torch loses its light and power if placed on a powered block? Yes, strange. Maybe it's overpowered or something? How do non-redstone blocks conduct redstone's power? I wonder. The ore glows when nudged. Ordinary blocks get redstone power from the nudge of a lever, but the torch only has its own power when there isn't any other power nearby. Hey, out of the way. I said out of the... Is it possible that the power of redstone is not the power of redstone at all, but an energy that exists everywhere in the world, and is uniquely drawn to express itself through redstone, but is otherwise dormant? So, it's still there in normal blocks, pulled out in different ways by torches and levers? Could there be importance to how it historically did not express itself in that way until the magical power of lapis lazuli was discovered? That's right, it was even more dormant before? What is the connection between lapis and redstone? Could there be a connection to other ores? Is the energy that lights a redstone torch the same as that which lights an ordinary torch or campfire, the fuel burning perpetually not only on its own stored energy, but also something that is everywhere, funneled through the sticks somehow? What? Does this mean anything? Wait, no, I can check this too. Okay, so, the torches. Well, they both seem to be lit up as I carry them. Maybe this energy is in the air too? They do look similar. But let's see. Nope. Changing the cobblestone's redstone energy doesn't do anything to the coal torch. They're probably not the same energy then. Unless coal just reacts differently to it, I suppose? Can this energy be harnessed in other ways? Could it be related to how a copper rod attracts lightning from the air in a storm? Well, is this energy also used when lapis brings forth enchantments? That's the question, isn't it? Why do those who mine and process various kinds of ore sometimes report a feeling of being watched, even in well-lit areas? What? Redstone life. Should I cease this line of inquiry immediately? And that's all they wrote. Right. Although, come to think of it, they mentioned historically for when the magic started happening. And the book about that, I got the map to it from a box in those crumbling ruins. I mean, maybe that map was left there by an explorer later on, but what if whatever's been going on here started a long time ago? Let's see. History. Yeah, no mention of the ore glow, because back then it didn't. Such mystery around this magic. A hidden connection in the world? Well, I'm supposed to be here to look for everyone's favourite person, and then I decided I'm supposed to be here to fix this village. But I think I can have one more little distraction. What's really going on with the mysterious magic of this world? Yes, magic. After all, I've been able to experiment with the redstone a bit, but what about the lapis? Make it into dye? I don't know. It seemed like something specific happened to go from that to enchantments. Magical lapis and redstone, and other materials from ores underground. Connections. Well, I suppose I know of one way they work together. I should smelt these. And while that's cooking... I think the first book mentioned that the person who wrote with lapis had to trade away their memories. I wonder, what if there's no need to give away real memories in exchange for whatever it showed them? After all, dreams are linked to memory, but can sometimes create new experiences. What if I can sleep while holding lapis and exchange whatever I was going to dream about tonight for some kind of clue? Nothing. Just another usual dream of home. Oh well, it was worth a shot.